Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another Rainbows and Rage with me, Rainbows.
And I'm Rage.
So, today Rage said she wanted to randomly do the last thing that we had put on our list. Do you remember what that was?
If I'm not mistaken, it's about millennials.
Yep, that's right. Okay, crossing it off now. I was just wondering if it was actually random for you, like if you forgot or something.
It wasn't actually random. I need to rant about this.
Okay, cool. Let's go for it. Millennial hate. First of all, we're millennials.
We are millennials.
That's weird that we have a name to me. I remember Generation X and Y, but it's weird being a millennial.
Really?
I don't know why. I was like, nah, we'll never have a name. What are we, Generation Z?
No, actually, that's the next generation. That's my brother's generation. We are technically millennials, but we're also Generation Y.
That's strange. Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you been experiencing this hate?
Yes, and there's a lot about it on the internet as well. I don't know if you've heard of a guy named Simon Sinek, I believe. He has a video that's gone viral, and he talks about how millennials are entitled because we always got participation trophies and we got everything handed to us, and this bothers me. Because we're not entitled. We're really not. The world is constantly changing. It was different, from our parents' generation and our grandparents' generation. Like, things change. And we are sort of the stewards of this new technology-based generation. So there's still a period of adapting, and I find it insulting that, people say, oh, you just expect things and you guys are lazy.
That's kind of strange that person was saying that, we expect things because we got, awards and things handed to us. But who was handing us those awards?
Right?
Our parents?
Yeah, exactly.
Grandparents or something?
But I mean, it's comparing apples and oranges. Like, I don't go into a workplace thinking, oh, you know what, give me a trophy for showing up. No, that's not how a millennial's brain works. Yes, we want to find a job where we feel fulfilled, but doesn't everybody?
True. And there's always some people in any generation that are kind of entitled.
Right. Look at Trump. Sorry, I had to bring it up.
Yeah, he's pretty entitled to a lot of things. There's just people in our daily lives that are older people as well, and even, of all ages that seem to be entitled.
Right. And I take personal affront to it because my situation. I work contracts, and it's always tough when a contract ends because you're constantly looking for something new, and then people say, oh, millennials don't stay in their jobs. No, the current job market is that things are contract work.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Also, not about you, but I don't know about people saying that they don't stay in their jobs. Also, jobs are not as attractive to stay in. I've been at mine for about 10 years. I started in 2007.
Wow.
I think that's pretty freaking long. It feels long. How could we not move around, if you need to? There's many, many times throughout this 10 years that I've held multiple jobs. I've always kept my one because there was some great benefits attached to it. But otherwise, I would have, skipped and jumped and did whatever I had to do if I, had to survive, which many people are barely surviving with multiple jobs.
Exactly. And our generation, I'm going to post a couple links in the description. One is to that guy, Simon Sinek's video. And then the second one is a documentary. And it's called Generation Jobless. And so many of us are underemployed. I spent so much money on my education, and it's not paying off.
And I think when we were kids, at least for our generation, it was drilled into us, go to school, go to school, go to school.
Yep.
But there was never a like, oh, here's a way to pay for school, because go to school, just get loans, go to school, like it's fine, you'll pay it off later. Like,
Yeah.
it's impossible to catch up with. And also the fact that college has the prices for classes, for books, for everything has gone up so much.
It's double what my dad paid versus what I paid.
From what our parents and grandparents paid. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I've read people's like little Facebook comments and things on like this, and there are some older people, like from our parents or grandparents generation, more like parents I would say, who said that they were able to hold a part-time job and pay for school like full-time college with a part-time job. Granted, yes, they had help from family, like being able to stay somewhere like rent-free, but being
Right.
able to pay for college on a part-time job,
That's unheard of now.
that's impossible. There's people that hold like a full-time job and a part-time and go to school.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I hear a lot of things about how we're so obsessed with technology and things, and a lot of this is new. And you know me, I am not one who obsesses over selfies and things like that. I don't have Instagram. I made a Twitter account under duress and it's linked to my portfolio. So for me, I don't understand where this is coming from.
I love technology, but that's because I'm a social media type person, and that's how I make some of my income. Hello. I think this is a new world we're into where we have to. This is the way we network. There's not as many old mixers and cocktail parties of the past where people would get together and hand out business cards. Now we are chatting online. There's now, there's YouTube, there's Twitter where we network, there's LinkedIn, there's all kinds of other ways where we don't have to meet face to face, and it gives us a broader and bigger world to network with people farther and farther away.
Yeah, and speaking of Twitter, that's how we met.
Exactly.
Right? So you guys would not have Rainbows and Rage without social media.
There would have just been like some random rainbow channel and some random rage channel if you even would have made one.
Exactly.
You would have been like
Right.
hiding in your house, barely making a Twitter.
Stop judging me!
Well,
But yeah, so have you come across this at all? Like people putting millennials down?
I've seen it here and there, and you know what's funny is it's mostly on, I've noticed it mostly on like Facebook, which is like, wasn't that created by a young person? I'm just saying, like, get off of our technology if you hate us so much. There's plenty,
Exactly.
there's plenty of
You
older,
can shoo if you don't like it.
there are plenty of like awesome older people, middle-aged people, elderly people that are so awesome, like that understand our plight. And I don't even want to say it's a plight. Like, yes, we're spoiled with technology and iPhones and this and that, and like we have internet and Wi-Fi and everything's great, but when it comes to like jobs, healthcare, education, we're not spoiled in that aspect.
Right, and I mean honestly, like if all this technology had come around in our parents' generation, like when they were our age, I'm pretty sure it would be the same scenario.
Yeah, also I feel like not a lot of, I'm gonna rephrase that. I feel like sometimes people are nostalgic for things how they remember it and not how they were.
Right.
Maybe things weren't that great, but they're just
Walking to
remembering
school
it that
uphill
way.
both ways wasn't that great, guys.
In the snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to have to tell my kids about walking uphill both ways in the sandstorms.
Trying to catch Pokemon.
For real. Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, let us know what you think. Where do you stand on the millennial debate?
Are you a millennial? Do you feel like this world owes you something? Let us know in the comments below on our Twitter. Give us some more ideas to rant about or to discuss. We'd like your opinions.
Yep, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for us.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
And stay off of YouTube, and if you have a problem, too bad.
Never mind.